Mm. Ugh. It's too hot. I can't think. I should be working, but I need to do something else to lag. Hello, game. Yes, excellent. This is good intro material. Mm-hmm. I could just buy that while I'm looking at it. Also, it has been brought to my attention that despite my best efforts being to make Shepard look like me, it also make Shepard apparently looks like Billy Mitchell. I get one of those rare comments on YouTube, and it's just like, "Is that Billy Mitchell?" I was like, "Hold on, let me check." Oh yeah. Ugh. Not used to streaming this often, but my brain has been so scrambled. I need to do things to unscramble. It's nice to have a game to play in that regard. Maybe after this, I'll actually be able to get some work done. What's this about again? Oh, right. Didn't Allers want another interview?
Trainer, can you send up Diana Allers? She wants to talk to me.
She's on her way, Commander.
Get this one out of the way.
I'm sure you've got a million questions.
I narrowed it down to 40. Let's see how you do with the top 10. Commander, the last time most of us heard about Geth, they were attacking the Citadel alongside Sovereign.
Yes, and you should know that was a minority of the Geth. Most of them are not hostile to organics.
Is that how you explain that they're allies, and no longer dangerous robots who stick humans on spikes?
What you have to realize is that despite their reputation, most Geth are not inherently violent. The Quarians attacked them. The Geth fought back in self-defense just like any organic would. Now that we've freed the Geth from Reaper control, they'll want payback for their enslavement.
But you're going to take an army of synthetics to fight Reapers with untold hacking abilities. What's keeping the Reapers from reprogramming the Geth like they have before?
The Geth are extremely intelligent, and they put incredible thought into solving this problem. They're not gonna turn again. I bet my life on it.
I think our camera needs to be
Here's a
recalibrated.
question from a Batarian on Omega. Commander Shepard, if the mass relays can be destroyed...
Oh, no.
So did I miss anything? Do you have any questions?
You gonna go file your story now?
Well, if you don't mind.
Go tell the galaxy what we've done. They could use some good news.
Aye aye, Commander.
Also, I think I threatened I would go back and redo that section so I could back Zen during her thing, just so we could get an extra thing for the Crucible. I decided, fuck it, I didn't. Nah. We're doing fine. We don't need whatever she wanted. This just calls Tally up to hang out, right? Yeah, she's just hanging out. What is this music? What is this penis music? Guess we watched a movie. Right, I decided to give Javik something to do. Give him an officer position. Spread out the workload. I don't think we did our... Did we go around the ship at the end last time, or did I just go straight... Ugh. Okay, I don't think we did, because there's a bunch of people standing around back there. I don't remember being back there before. Oh, wait, no, those must be the extra squads we brought in.
Be careful out there.
Everybody salute. There you go. Somebody's like setting up a turret back here. Oh, we got a couple turrets back here. I think it mentioned that when we set it up. It's something about providing fire support from the ramp. Neat. All right, so I think we got a couple of things that we could do before we go back to the couple of things we can do before we go back to the Citadel. Javik.
Thank you, Commander. I have seen a Reaper die before my eyes. You are proving that humans are capable soldiers. But I question this peace you have brokered. No such thing is possible between machines and organics. I would have destroyed the synthetics without hesitation. And these Quarians, let's just hope they are reliable allies. It is difficult to trust a species that hides behind masks.
Your opinions on the piece is irrelevant.
The only conflict you should concern yourself with is ending the one with the Reapers. Diplomacy does not win wars. Powerful and plentiful firearms do.
Now, see, you're right about that. Diplomacy... Yeah, you need weapons.
How do you see with only 2 eyes? Evolution has taken a strange turn in this cycle.
Well, I don't know, the same way you do with 4 eyes.
Do not care what others think. Do what you must.
I just see a bit less.
Kenneth, you comment on every woman's figure but mine.
Well,
What? You don't like my legs?
Gabby, it's you. You know?
No chicken shit, I don't know. All you do is make stupid sexist comments to avoid saying anything real.
Gabby, now's not the time. We've got work to do. Responsibilities.
Ah, grow a pair, Ken. Look around you. Tomorrow may not come. Something to say or no?
Gabby, please. We have a duty to the ship and the crew.
What about us? Just listen to yourself. Kenneth, you comment on every...
They're being silly down here.
woman's figure but mine.
We're not fighting this war for ourselves, Donnelly. We're fighting for the people close to us. Time is short.
I see your point, Commander. Gabby, I think your legs are spectacular.
Well, that's a start. Nothing to report.
Commander.
Commander.
I'm being silly down here. You doing anything
Commander.
else? Nope. Ugh. It's too hot. It's hard to focus on things. I think I can game though. Just summer. I thought we already had the start of summer. I keep forgetting that July is technically when summer starts. I always, for some reason, I keep thinking, oh, it's June. It's not like the skies are clear more. It must be summer. No, it's July where anything instantly gets hotter.
Got the flush.
Full house. Caught it on the river.
Shit.
Thought you were bluffing on the flush. Good for you.
Cannon, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir, Major Alenko, sir.
People finally using this table.
Shepard, I'd deal you in, but Vega just cleaned me out.
Oh, come on. That really as deep as your pockets go? No sentimental crap stowed away? Investments?
I got some land on the Sunshine Coast I could put up.
I'll pass. Hey, Commander.
That was quite the negotiation you pulled off. And having both the Quarians and the Geth on our side, that's a very good thing. Totally took down a Reaper.
Yeah, sure did.
Yes, you did.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, I'm just gonna have to go with you on trusting the Geth. I hope it works out. Yeah, let's talk later.
Alright, I'll leave you to losing at poker. Not that I would do any better.
Another Reaper gone, and peace between the Geth and Quarians. It's amazing.
And now my people have a world to fight for. Something they know will last forever.
So long as you and the Geth remain good neighbors.
They're not our servants anymore. I'm not sure what we should call them. Allies?
Friends.
There's still too many wounds on either side. But maybe one day.
The Migrant Fleet and the Geth warships have joined Admiral Hackett. It's good to see you.
Email from Sergeant Kavanaugh to Sergeant Ichi. Next time, you want to warn me that Geth are our friends and that maybe we're not supposed to shoot the big robots? I almost pissed myself when these primes started dropping out of the sky and mopping up the Reapers. We fired a few rounds at them until we realized they weren't firing back. Then this one comes over, said they're allied assistants, and asked for our status. I'm not complaining, they saved my crew, but I'm never living down having to apologize to a Geth for shooting one of its damn lights off. Yeah, somebody dropped the ball not calling that one in, come on.
Please, enjoy your day.
Thank you, Glyph. I will try to enjoy it as I am actively melting. Where's our other doctor? Are you the new doctor? Yes, you are.
Feeling okay, Commander?
Yeah, pretty good. How do you like having more staff? Yeah, like, this is like the third or fourth stream I've done this week. At this rate, we might be done with the game next week.
Peace between the Geth and Quarians.
Who would have thought?
Not how I ever imagined that would turn out. And next you'll be telling me the Krogan and Turians are cooperating. Oh, right. You managed that one too. You're a peacemaker, Shepard. A rare thing these days. Now, if you can pacify the Reapers, we'll make you a saint.
Sounds good.
Not sure if having an army of Geth behind us gives me confidence or makes me feel like there's a target on my back. Not right now.
Saint Shepard has a nice ring to it, though. Says Commander Shepard's interview with Diana Allers about the Geth emphasized their value as strong military allies. The Council has reluctantly sent the Geth shipments of rare materials to upgrade ground units. Alright, alright.
I hear you were on the ground with the Reaper. He fired up at us a few times. Joker pulled the Normandy through some insane maneuvers to stay out of the line of fire.
It's hard being in a fight like that, especially when you're not the one flying the ship. Joker's one of the best, though.
At first I was nauseous, swinging around in my safety harness. But then I was furious. Just... enraged. I wanted that thing dead.
You didn't want the Reapers dead when they attacked Earth?
I wanted them defeated. I wanted Earth saved. But I never wanted to physically tear them in half and watch them blow up.
Congratulations, Trainer. I believe you've discovered your fight-or-flight instinct.
Perhaps I should have stayed with chess. Although now I think I'm spoiled by the lack of explosions.
There we go. You're learning.
Commander?
Commander Shepard.
Yeah, what up? Why am I going back here? I probably already did any talking that needed doing back here. Right, I already talked to Hackett. So we just check up on Joker and Edie, and we get underway. What sort of things we got doing? Like I said, I think there's... What's... Desperate measures? Phone. Faced with utter annihilation, military planners have considered extreme solutions in their quest to stop the Reapers. The two most plausible are the destruction of mass relays and the use of starships as suicide weapons. Destroying a mass relay to stop the Reapers' advance is infeasible, although it has recently been proven that mass relays can be destroyed. A ruptured relay liberates enough energy to ruin any terrestrial world in the relay's solar system. It would take too long to evacuate the millions or billions of people living near each relay, and the Council is unwilling to sacrifice that many lives when combat stands as a chance of saving them. Even if a garden world were to survive the relay's destruction, the Reapers have infinite patience. They traveled out of dark space using conventional FTL travel within the galaxy. Travel within the galaxy is not an insurmountable barrier. Meanwhile, starships are too costly to be used as projectiles, given that it would take many collisions to seriously harm a Reaper. Some armchair admirals suggest that a single starship traveling faster than light could obliterate a Reaper capital ship, but all ships based on Mass Effect technology possess hardwired safety features to prevent FTL collision. Well, unwire those features then. If a ship's FTL plotter finds a significant object in the path of a planned jump, the FTL drive refuses to fire in the first place. This is not a perfect safety feature. The sensors can only scan for objects within a reasonable distance at light speed, and a navigator must plot the rest of the course. But it is so inherent to the FTL warm-up process that removing it is nigh impossible. Lame. Cynical intelligence analysts note that the secret of Mass Effect technology, including that safety system, has always been attributed to the Protheans, just as the mass relays were. I want to look at missions. I think we picked up a new thing, like something about fuel reactors here. The next thing is to go back to the Citadel to talk to the Asari counselor. We'll see if anything new has popped up that we can scoot around to before we do that. Also, now that we've done another major priority, we could do the other story thing, Leviathan. We've seen the opening of it, we just haven't gone any further.
The Quarians have done pretty well with those suits. Maybe they can make something like that for you.
Yeah, they have them. Protective medical exoskeleton. I could even get one with racing stripes.
So what's the problem?
Well, it's like walking around in heavy armor. It totally screws with my spatial awareness.
I wear heavy armor, and my spatial awareness is perfect.
You crashed the last shuttle you flew, Vega. I need to feel my balance shift when I'm flying. I need to feel the ship moving with me. You take that away, and I don't know. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not me.
Yeah, I get that.
Plus, have you seen Tally? Come on, I don't have the hips to carry a suit like that.
Very, very true. Also, Vega crashed a shuttle on purpose.
Gotta hand it to you, Commander. That's the first time I've seen someone end a war by yelling.
After seeing what the Geth Rebellion really looked like, I figured they deserved a chance.
Thank you, Commander. I doubt many organics would have trusted a synthetic race.
And now we've got 2 fleets for the price of 1. We didn't lose anybody.
Except Legion, before it sacrificed itself. Legion referred to itself as I instead of we.
Yeah? So?
The singular pronoun indicates Legion's independent personality had fully actualized. In its last moments, it was not an avatar of the Geth consensus. It was a person.
That's what I figured.
Well, when the Geth fleet helps us retake Earth, I guess we'll owe that to him.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Edie?
I was just reflecting. The Quarians' historical era was not making the Geth enough like them.
I'm not sure I understand.
Units with networked intelligences will trend toward cooperation for mutual benefit. But units with central heuristics establishing an individual personality, such as myself, develop preferences. These preferences form attachments that keep my calculations from devaluing the worth of the lives aboard the Normandy.
You're saying the Geth turned on the Quarians because they aren't individuals?
That is my theory, but it is limited to a sample size of one society. The only other notable synthetic society is the Reapers, and we do not know if they govern by consensus as the Geth do.
Do me a favor. Don't ask them.
Hello, Shepard.
Commander.
Didn't check to see, but they probably, yeah, Legion's name's gonna be on the memorial pillar wall thingy. Alright, let's go. Got places to be, things to do. Although the migrant fleet has suffered losses, it stands ready to assist the rest of the galaxy. The civilian fleet, which forms the majority of the flotilla, will remain near Renok with a token force of the patrol fleet for protection. The remainder of the patrol fleet will accompany the heavy fleet and its logistics train once they have completed repairs. Okay, we did not have access to Hades Nexus before. That's right. There were things we needed to do in Hades Nexus. So yeah, some things have opened up for us. Let's go.
Signal confirmed.
A habitable planet known for its arid, sulfurous deserts, Asteria is colonized near the poles to avoid the uncomfortable temperatures that can reach 65 degrees Celsius in more southern latitudes. While the seas contain primitive animal life, little of it can live on land, leaving the soil to hardy plants that can survive in the extreme heat. Asteria is home to thriving human and Asari agrarian colonies, but little in the way of manufacturing or mining. Have I read about this planet? We've been to Hades Nexus before, but I don't remember, like, this travel advisory. Carbon dioxide concentrations can reach 2,500 parts per million in Asteria's atmosphere. Citizens should carry supplemental oxygen for children and the elderly. Consult with local governments to discuss animal companion detection systems or other preparatory measures. Geth have been encountered in the Hecate system. All civilian traffic is prohibited. Capital Black Damp. Okay, yeah, we've never read about this. I'd remember a place called with a weird name like that. Black Damp. So we've been to Hades Nexus before, we've just not been to this particular part of it. Alliance Frigate Hong Kong. Alright, 50%, the other's gonna be a fuel depot. The dry, desolate planet, Kerr is temperate, but supports little life above the microscopic level. Its Earth-like temperatures and gravity make it an appealing place to build habitation hideaways, attracting Batarian slavers and criminals who can't afford more luxurious safe houses on other planets. Its forgiving nitrogen-helium atmosphere makes EVAs possible with a minimal amount of equipment. A breathing mask and warm clothing is usually sufficient. Mining and other legitimate activities are few and far between on Kerr. The planet's crust is largely free of precious metals, instead producing kilometers upon kilometers of dolomitic limestone, calcite, and gypsum. Rock and ice planet, Bothros is home to a scientific curiosity. Evidence of a primate-like spacefaring civilization was found frozen in its equatorial ice. Wait a minute, I do remember reading this one. Wait, that one I do remember reading, so... Was this colony established at some point in the last couple of years? Do we have a... 188 million? Do I just not remember this place? Maybe I just don't remember it. %. There's a lot of stuff hiding out here.
I found something.
Gehinnom. Cemetery business, right. This is the place that's got all these Prothean burial ground, right. Ah, yes, the sphere. Yes, this was one of those things we were asked to keep an eye out for. Well, we weren't asked, we just heard about it.
Signal confirmed.
Alliance frigate Leipzig. Frigate. The other thing is probably a fuel depot. I wanted to see if I could scramble it up. We probably can. Yeah, we don't need to save. I think we could do it. There we are.
Faster than light jump successful.
And what's hiding in Hoplos?
I found something.
Obelisk of Karza.
Evasion successful.
Alright, fuel depot. Over here will be another fuel depot somewhere. Yeah, I'll come grab that other fuel depot at some point. Let's see. Kepler Verge, Nema Cluster. Was the Kepler? Yeah, Kepler Verge was available. What about Kaelston Rift? Was the Kaelston Rift available before? I should just, I should keep a list of places that I know I've cleared up before.
Signal confirmed.
Okay, I have not. Well, we're swinging in and grabbing something out of here real quick. Synth Diamond heat sinks. Alright, well, all that's left is a fuel depot, and that one's in the main system, so that's lovely. We know. Let's see. Nema, Kepler, yes, and yes. Gemini, Sigma, Argos, Rho. Had we not been to Argos Rho? I don't think we have this game.
I found something.
Advanced power relays. Oh, that's it. All right. 16%, that's it. There must be a lot in the other two. Although I'm a little light on fuel. Maybe I can quickly swoosh into Kaleston and grab the one that's in here. Not really. I'd need to swoop out of the system and then come back in, so no, that's not happening. Where can a man go to get some fuel? We couldn't to Krogan DMZ, right? Yeah. What's this? Oh, Pinnacle Station.
Signal confirmed.
I wonder if my property's still here, or if it hasn't been scooped up at some point by somebody else. Oh, a fossilized calculosaur. I wouldn't have expected this to be the place to find it. But alright. Got a Turian Spec Ops team.
Reapers eluded.
Oh, you know, I was looking up at the assets recovered for the entire cluster, not at the system one, so that was dicey for no real good reason.
Something. Faster than light jump successful.
Okay, so there's something else tucked away in there. We're not getting that right now. Okay, the Silene Nebula is definitely new. Alright, there's a mission down here, so if we do this one, then we can go back and clean up the other ones before we go back to the Citadel. Okay, so before we go... Oh, wow, there's a lot going on here. So let's explore up all the other surrounding areas first. That way, if we piss off the Reapers before we find anything that's tucked away, then we can instantly retry again after we do that mission. Anyway, this is a whole new area, so there's a lot to read. Loxia is a small terrestrial planet tidally locked with Theolia. Due to its low mass and relatively small size, Loxia has an exceptionally fast stellar orbit. The planet's light atmosphere consists mainly of argon and krypton, which occasionally produces long, thin bands of luminescence along the twilight border. Loxia's crust is mainly igneous rock with wide salt flats and the occasional deposits of potassium. Quiresia. A typical hydrogen-helium gas giant, Quiresia serves as a naval resource for fuel gathering and magnetic field discharge. The planet is surrounded by a band of 7 large moons that form the Necklace, a reference to a legendary jewel owned by the ancient Asari queen for which Quiresia was named. Quiresia's orbit places it within the system's frost line. For this reason, the planet is believed to be an extrasolar capture. The alternative, that its orbit is decaying, is a horrifying prospect to the Tourism and Immigration Board of Nevos, since they would be in the gas giant's eventual path. Nah, we should probably have scanned closer to that. First discovered by the Asari pioneers in 430 CE, Nevos is a vibrant garden planet and home to a thriving Asari colony. Sandy beaches and romantic twin moons fuel a bustling tourism economy, while practical and secretive corporate matters are handled in spiraling arcologies built along towering cliffs. Even though it has been colonized for centuries, Nevos feels a frontier away from regulation and oversight. Consequentially, a number of influential political lobbies have established sizable presences on the planet. Furthest out from Theolia, Atabolos is a low-density planet peppered with outdated mining facilities and a few independent mechanical contractors. The unnamed mining scouts that first surveyed the planet... Why am I yawning so much? This heat's bothering me, I think. Conveyed positive reports based on the light gravity, gentle atmospheric presence, and easily penetrable crust of silica and salt. Neither methane pockets nor low temperatures were barriers to the Asari, but after centuries of mining, the veins of genuine viable minerals are gone and all but a few inhabitants have departed.
Signal confirmed.
No, 2-in-1 scan, that's pretty good. What do we got here? Just some credits. The Rings of Elune.
Evasion successful.
Aha! Fuck you!
Reapers eluded.
Well, that one doesn't have an orbit line, so...
I found something.
I figured there might be something directly on that one, but nope. On the main world, though. Oh, it's the Elcor homeworld. Okay, I thought this was all Asari space. The Elcor homeworld Dakuna overflows with natural resources protected by law. from large deposits of precious metals to vast forests. The Elcor themselves live in rich grasslands near the equator. The majority of Dacuna's settlements are tucked within this belt, as the conservative Elcor feel it's little desire to build outside their comfort zone. Their twin capitals are for migrations from the wet season to the dry season, a tradition made obsolete by modern technology but still observed. After the destruction of the Elcor Navy, Reapers moved in their ground troops to occupy the cities. This has taken longer than most civilized worlds, as the Elcor have spread out into smaller, distant settlements, reflecting their preference for close-knit family communities instead of densely packed cities. Twin capitals of Siruan and Malvuan. Only 2 billion. And that'll be the code of the agents. Looks lovely. Looks like a lovely planet. Tilune is named after the first Elcor settlement in recorded history. The planet's name roughly translates to the deep and restful meadowland, which is somewhat of a misnomer given that Tilune's thick, crushing atmosphere keeps its surface boiling hot, and the air is a noxious mixture of carbon dioxide and helium. What's going on this one? The first mission to Ultan, Dacuna's moon, was a century in the making. Elcor leaders felt resources for space travel could be better used on their home world, and it took decades of persuasion to secure project funding. Archaic harvesting stations that recovered helium-3 from the moon's regolith were still functioning when the Reapers invaded, and the Elcor stationed there were able to flee the system. Lenuamund. Lenuamund's scorching hot surface is composed of lime and with deposits of copper. It has faint traces of nitrogen atmosphere. The Elcor have left it untouched aside from orbital probes that monitor the planet in case anything noteworthy should one day occur. I'm so yawny. I think the heat's making me tired. I've been yawning a lot more than usual. When Dacuna's government learned that the Reapers had returned, they evacuated everyone on Sanghel's helium-3 recovery platforms. The sizable hydrogen-helium gas giant was abandoned, its workers relocated to Dacuna. The move was ostensibly made because the Elcor homeworld was a more defensible position. In reality, it may have been motivated by a subconscious herding instinct, as most grazing creatures come together in large groups when predators near. There it is.
Faster than light jump successful.
This one's close to the relay. We could just grab it later. Furrows is a hydrogen gas giant, tinted orange by swirling bands of ammonia and sulfur. Its 4 moons hosted small spaceports used to mine the moons and nearby Halamar asteroid belt. Unfortunately, Foros was an early target of the Reapers. They made short work of the lunar outposts. Since there's no survivors, or Reaper forces are immediately obvious. But Foros' ring system is filled with dust and ice that would allow concealment. Haitiana. Haitiana serves as a bastion of research for the Asari, boasting multiple observation outposts, glacial drilling stations, and educational institutions. While the planet's average temperature hovers near freezing, the equatorial band contains oceans and many freshwater rivers. Xenobiologists of all stripes often visit the planet, as its expansive facilities were a haven for the life sciences. The Reapers destroyed Haitiana's spaceports and its uniformed defense forces. As with other Asari planets, the Reapers focused the heavily biotic population into surrender through threats of massive retaliation rather than assault by husks alone.
Signal confirmed.
Rife with volcanic activity and scorched by the nearby orange star Nahuala, Thessia is an unforgiving and ever-shifting puzzle box of a planet. Ceaseless solar winds and magnetic bombardment have thinned Thessia's atmosphere, but these features are actually a boon in wartime. Powerful magnetic fields and large quantities of airborne volcanic ash make many forms of scanning difficult, allowing the Asari to hide valuable palladium and molybdenum mines needed for the war effort. Thessia's sheltered underground colonies remain untouched by the Reapers, at least for the moment. Well, that's left will probably be the regional fuel depot. We found the Cerberus guard.
Evasion successful.
What's this? Wreckage. The Asari once had enormous solar collectors around the bluish-white A0V star Loropi, using the star's considerable heat to create anti-protons for military starship fuel. Now all that can be detected is scrap. Reapers emerged from dark space near the Sylean Nebula cluster and established a front in Loropi's system. The Asari fleet that guarded what used to be known as Espoda Station cannot be found. It is scattered and destroyed. One can only hope that the backup reactors in the Kapladon system do not fall, or the Asari fleet will have precious little fuel.
I found something.
Ack. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to stop. I'm suddenly thinking of all the other space-esque focus games I'd like to play again. Like, I haven't played Stellaris in a while, but I'm some DLC behind. So I wouldn't be up to the full experience, because it's a fucking Paradox game. Also, Voices of the Void. I understand that's probably been heavily updated since I last toyed with it. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? I played it a bit. I liked it. It was relaxing. Paphos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a significant amount of nitrogen. It is named for a prominent Asari lawgiver. Her treatise on the reluctance of democracies to go to war with other democracies formed a key tenet of Asari political theory that led to Thessia's modern golden age. The planet itself was only notable for orbital stations that fueled transport ships by skimming deuterium and helium-3. The Reapers destroyed the station, killing the inhabitants. Wait, did I read this one? Yacelium is a... Oh, right, because I sailed past it before. A minor rock planet that has not quite cleared the ring of debris at the edge of Loropi's orbits. It is believed to be an extrasolar capture. For several centuries, Yacelium supported a succession of mining colonies, first iridium, then titanium, and finally light metals like bauxite and alumina. The planet was abandoned long before the Reaper invasion. Armali sniper unit. Beep.
Reapers eluded.
Alright, so we'll see if there's anything in the main line system here.
Signal confirmed.
There is. So we might just have to poke over to grab that, Also, the Reapers were hit by that scan. Early surveyors of Hanalei dismissed its resource potential, saying it had more heat than a planet needs and more argon than a galaxy would buy. As an enormous terrestrial planet buried under a merciless atmosphere of argon, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide, Hanalei hosted only small orbital stations that were primarily scientific in nature. The facilities have since been destroyed by the Reapers. Dr. Jalise. Whomstavid the fuck is Dr. Jalise? Oh, that's it. Alright, I guess the Reapers aren't gonna make their presence known in this immediate area. Aware that it only takes one weaponized asteroid to destroy the fueling station at Sione, the Asari seeded the asteroid belt in the system with a warning network of sensors and spy drones. The system's brains are server clusters at the equidistant asteroids Tropai, Lochia, and Nili, but unobstructed lines of sight are still of little use in spotting incoming Reaper ships traveling at faster than light speeds. Catabolo is a relatively large methane ammonia ice giant. Although Sione is its orbital stations offer military-grade starship fuel, commercial ships took advantage of the helium-3 refineries here. Because Catabolo was relatively near to the mass relay in the system, Reapers destroyed the infrastructure on their way to more important targets. What exactly was the mission here? Was this the one about fuel reactors? A vital depot has gone silent, leaving Allied fleet short on desperately needed fuel. Investigate the depot and get it operational again. In an area that's presumably very close to Reaper presence? Surely not. That just gets shot up. Yeah, fuel reactors. Okay. I guess we're checking a fuel supply. This garden world's claim to military fame, is its... Wait. This garden world's claim to military fame is its that it... Lovely typos here. This garden world's claim to military fame is that it was assaulted repeatedly during the Krogan rebellions, but never occupied by more than token forces. The Asari cut off the Krogan supply line at the Citadel Relay and drove the invaders out. Today, antimatter generators on the surface and in orbital stations provide fuel for military starships throughout Asari space. The matriarchs defending the planet today have vowed to maintain Sione's legacy. They pledge it will not fall to... They pledge it will fall to no enemy, organic or synthetic. Yeah, Tally went on a lot of missions, like every mission last time. We'll give her a little bit of a breather. James didn't go anywhere previously, so let's take him. We'll take James and Liara. It's an Asari world. We'll take our Asari. How many points has James built up? We haven't taken him anywhere recently. I do like the mnemonic visor. I do like being able to see my eyes on missions, so fuck it, I'm gonna put it on again. If anything, it's better because the other ones don't really align with my eyes that well, so this one kind of covers that and makes up for deficiencies in the design of my character's face. Look at the fucking attachment on that thing. It's massive. You know, I like how that one looks because it actually looks like it's coming out of the weapon and not like weirdly flipped like out from underneath it. That actually looks like it fits. It's just the same that it's useless. Those are James's weapons. Do I want to mess with Liara's at all? I wonder how well the AI would use the Collector SMG. Got level 5 ultralight materials for SMGs now. 90 fucking %. These are like little, like, projectile things. Would they even benefit from any armor piercing? Well, I wouldn't benefit from that either. I'll stick with my current loadout for a mission or two. We'll see. Oh yeah, look at this. James hasn't been out on a mission in a while. There you go, James. Alright, is this Reapers or is it Cerberus?
About 72 hours ago, the reactors at adjoining Turin-Asari fuel depot went offline. Scans at the station are cold. It's deserted.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate unchecked. I need you to get in there, find out what's going on, and get those reactors back online. Captain Riley's on site doing preliminary recon. She leads one of our top engineering teams.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
Riley? Alright, so there are already people on site.
Commander, Corporal Nyrek reporting. Captain Riley is on point waiting for you.
Wait. I have a helmet. Liara has her face mask. James does not have a mask. James, are you alright? This particular armor thing, he doesn't have a mask. He's okay. What's this?
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal?
3 tours. Been through thick and thicker. The captain always sees us through.
Stay sharp today.
Always, Commander.
Alright, well, a little weird that James is not appropriately equipped for the mission, but you know what? Well, and I'm sure he's really good at holding his breath.
A treatment plan for chemical burns. This is pretty detailed.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots, not possible.
She's got like an N, like, isn't it N7 who get the red stripe?
We need a radiation workaround, soldier.
On it, ma'am. Captain Riley?
Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant. Got it, Captain.
Good work, Coslow.
I'll take it from here.
Why am I getting this information from Cortez? Ow.
Proximity warning,
Ow.
Commander. Avoid at all costs.
Okay, well, we'll go down there at some point.
We're facing an unknown enemy here, Captain.
If they're still on site, my team will help send them to hell.
Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain.
Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Good luck, Captain.
Something terrible happened here.
Yeah, I feel like we're being watched.
Just stay sharp, people.
Control, but radiation is blocking access.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area.
A lot of ammo and stuff around.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible.
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
I guess we'll go that way once we do the thing.
Power is restored. System ready.
Fuel
Enemy inbound.
We're ready for them.
Warning. Coolant leaks detected. Reactors 1 and 2. System restart impossible.
I can see it. You'll both have to seal all the moderator tanks.
I see the reactor 2 tanks moving to seal.
Tank 1 is sealed and stable.
Patching seems to be working. Only one more to go here.
We got things hidden in the corners.
Tank 2 is sealed and stable.
Commander, the core is stabilized. Reactivation can go ahead.
Riley, you in position?
Affirmative. Awaiting your word.
Initiating restart.
Commander, Captain, I'm reading a lot of movement. Headed your way.
Incoming!
In progress.
Lock and load!
Commander, we're being overrun! Position indefensible. We're not gonna make it!
Hold tight. One of my people is coming.
Roger that!
Who's going? James, you're on it.
Save their asses.
On it!
I like how your beams just go through the thing. I guess if I get armor piercing, so do you. Ow. Stop dying.
What about Lieutenant Vega? Nothing, Commander. No one's answering my hails. But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there. Will do.
Restart is complete.
Reactor fully powered and operational, Commander.
Let's not walk directly into that. Where are all the people at?
Commander, you saved our asses. My team is in your debt.
Thank Lieutenant Vega.
Killing Reapers is thanks enough.
Job well done. Report back to the shuttles.
Man, he was able to hold his breath for a really long time.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready. I read Captain Raleigh's report. It says she and her team wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm glad I could help.
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
We've picked up a bunch of assets, but let's poke around a bit, make sure we're done with the areas we know we have access to, and then we'll read up on those before we dock at Citadel.
Commander? Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, I'm sure. Now let me go to my map. Right, I picked it up before we left. Kelston, that was in the home system. I think we detected it. Argos Row, still... I think we still needed to find where that one actually was. I guess we'll grab the one over in Hades Nexus. We'll stop by Kelston, since we'll probably have some space in the fuel tank. Or maybe we'll save that one for last. go. Oh wait, this one was in the primary system too. Oh, it was the thing on a planet.
Faster than light jump successful. Evasion successful.
I think we can grab it before we leave. Haptic optics array. Whoop.
Reapers eluded.
Leaving. Goodbye. Ah, fuck it. Man, I'm just gonna grab it now, otherwise I'm gonna... Bleh. Alright, you know what? The tank was at least a little bit empty. It was only half wasted. And with that, I don't believe there's anything else for us to go pick up at the moment. So, we got some things to do around the Citadel. We'll stop by Spectre Requisitions first, because I know there's at least a couple of things I missed while doing stuff in the previous stream. We'll run around, make some deliveries, then we'll go meet with the counselor. Or we go do the Leviathan thingy.
Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
Then again, the counselor is supposed to meet me over at Adina's office. We may as well talk to her. I think she's just going to give us a thing that's going to send us to, like, Thessia or something.
Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students. Reaper forces have claimed the Argus Road cluster after heavy fighting. Reports also have them entering the Perseus Vale near Geth space.
Who dis?
Urgently, human, I must speak to you on behalf of my people.
What is it?
Holding sorrow, Dakuna, my home world, the Reapers have come. Holding sorrow, our warriors are under siege, but your forces can rescue them. Urgently, please. All the other races have turned us aside.
How do your people fight?
Proudly, with VI-assisted infantry. Our soldiers carry heavy weapons into battle mounted on their backs. Mixed pride and shame, our enemies have called us living tanks, as well as names less flattering.
I'll take the Normandy as soon as we have time.
Relief. Thank you, Commander. Small hope. Perhaps we can evacuate some of our civilians when your forces arrive. Anxiously, I will remain here for news. Please hurry. Dakuna burns.
Reaper forces have been sighted in the Parnithus system.
Okay.
Within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld.
Is that like a mission to do? I guess it's a mission to do.
Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources, and the Council...
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
I like think that's...
You're a Neotis spouse, correct?
Yes.
We've already heard that conversation play out from the start. I guess we could chat up the counselor while we're here. Like I said, I think she's gonna send us to Thessia or something.
Cerberus has struck again, this time on the colony of Calliston. The dome covering the city of Sinu was sabotaged, causing an untold number of residents to be suffocated. Disruption to Element Zero mining on Calliston is driving...
Captain Riley, an N7 operative, has been nominated for a commendation for valor for her actions on Sion. Approval from a Spectre would fast-track the reward process. Hmm. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It got moved down here. There you go. Alright, so we missed the Reaper code fragment. And the Geth target jamming tech. These other things are so expansive. So expansive. Yeah, that's like a priority thing. We can come back. We can save it for last. We can wait. We can be patient. We can be patient.
Unexpected assistance. Putting aside centuries of hostility, the Geth and Quarians have both agreed to help fight Reaper forces.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Run through the docks. I don't think there was anyone I need to give something there, but it pays to cover all the ground.
Bay D24.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant.
And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private?
I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus, ma'am.
And what combat experience?
Yeah, originally I approved her transfer, but yeah, it turns out you get a negative modifier because the forces that were meant to defend against Cerberus didn't have their engineers on hand. There's no positive to approving your transfer, so she's just gonna have to suck it up and deal with her assignment.
Please select a destination. One moment, please.
She's gonna have to fucking do her job.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E24. Emergency civilian housing.
Thessia has been attacked by alien forces. As the Asari and Alliance militaries face major setbacks, the Turians and...
Welcome to Batarian State Arms. Batarian State Arms, defending the hegemony.
Armax Arsenal chestplate.
Please observe
I'll take it.
all cast restrictions when making a purchase.
Back again, I see.
Just saying hi.
The Elcor homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from Takuna are fleeing to the Citadel.
Thanks for checking in on me. It's nice to see you.
To the Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
Hey, I've assumed full control of Eclipse, and we're committed to moving forward with
You
our...
look like a Varren person.
Reaper forces have been sighted in...
Are you kidding me?
Within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari.
I found a Prothean sphere on Gehinnom. Contact the Alliance and tell them Commander Shepard asked them to pay you for it.
Yes, thank you. I'll call them right now. Thank you, Commander. I've gotten food for my family.
You thought I was
and for
bluffing.
some of the others who are trapped here, too.
Good man.
I know. You don't have to say anything, but I'm about to make my comeback.
Yes, I'm sure you are.
Ah,
This is like the Asari corner over here.
Oh, it's you, hey.
That conversation with that, like, teenager is looping like there could potentially be something I could do about it, but I don't think there is. Unless something else I do somewhere else can potentially change that.
Destination. One moment, please.
Swing through Purgatory. Where did Miranda say she wanted to meet us? Maybe he was here?
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
I got the thing for this guy.
I recovered the code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people. With sincere gratitude, thank you, human.
Wait. You asked if I got heavy armor. I never said it was heavy armor. And since when do you know anything about shield capacitors?
I read about them.
Did you say you sold your car a few weeks ago? Because that's around the time I got sent this new armor.
Hey, it's late, and I'm not letting my friend miss a night in purgatory, right? You want to go in, or do you want to talk about my car some more?
No, you're right. Let's go in. And I'm buying you some goddamn drinks.
Aw. Real friends sell their car to buy you armor.
Yes, make it required reading. Light from the shadows, path of the
What the hell's your problem?
I'm not skinning the Alliance.
Since when are you so chummy with those pricks?
Screw you. You've been watching the news?
Sure.
Know what's happening to Earth while we're sitting here?
Calm down already.
Also, I really like how the dancing, like, sign for this particular part of the dance floor is, like, right above this Asari's ass. It doesn't look like there's anything new going on around here.
Your turn. Counselor Tavos.
Points off for attitude.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
I think we had at least potentially two things to do with over here.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Excuse me. I recovered the rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D-24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals.
Okay.
Yes, I'm seeing increased turnout as well. We may actually make it through this war.
In the Parnethus system, within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld.
I got out of that farm and into the hills. I pulled the farm girl after me. All I wanted to do was live through the night.
Nobody else could have done more.
But morning came and no shuttle. Afternoon and then night, and I'm hiding from husks and those Turian things.
The file says the evacuation team thought your position was overrun.
So after 2 days, I still don't have a gun, because those Turian things, you can't use theirs. I realize that shuttle isn't coming, not unless I get back to the farm and my radio.
And the farm girl?
She was with me. Even killed a few husks. With a stick.
Nice.
Welcome to Certa.
May as well clear those out.
Organization dedicated to the...
Something else?
I'm glad we had time.
Me too. And Shepard.
Take care, Jacob.
And nothing new with you.
With the Elcor homeworld taken by Reaper forces, refugees from Takuna are fleeing to the Citadel.
I came across this treatment plant at a chemical plant. Could it help?
Treatment? What is... I've never seen this kind of process before.
Huh. Probably experimental. It's a long shot, but let's run some tests and see if it might work for our patient.
Are these the same two I talked to before about, like, triage and managing their supplies? They look like the same two.
Any improvement?
Yes, the counter agent is finally starting to kick in.
Yes, General Corellius should make a full recovery. He's already awake and responsive.
Oh wait, no, different. They look. These two pairs look similar. Solarian human lady and Solarian human lady. One had slightly darker hair.
Putting aside centuries of hostility, the Geth and Quarians have both agreed to help fight Reaper forces.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
So what were you able to pull from the inscriptions? Really? Excellent.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
Ooh, a new fish. 10,000 credits.
Kanala Exports is pleased to offer goods for security and peace of mind.
I'm just gonna buy every upgrade I can.
Thank you. Welcome to Elcos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Oh, more models. Model live ship.
Don't be left out in the cold. Ask
Model
about
Geth
our
fighter.
full service warranties.
Ooh, new shoulders.
Any opened goods can only be returned for store credit. Elcos Combine. If it visit any of our Elcos Combine affiliate branches for any and all.
I'm just gonna buy anything in the hope that it maybe opens up a different upgrade I can buy that can get me more of the lightweight stuff.
With the war between the Geth and the Quarians now ended.
I pulled this from a Geth jamming tower. Maybe you can use it.
How the hell did you... Never mind. Tech like this, I don't care where it came from. I'll have my people run with this. When the war comes back here, maybe we can save more lives. Thanks again. If we can get it working, this jamming tech will make this place a lot safer.
Alliance forces were able to restore
Cool.
power to a vital fuel depot on Sion. Grissom Academy also fell to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate.
I've recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
You have? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work. How's the translation going? Really? Excellent. Well, hopefully it unlocks more intel from the archive.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
For the best in the business, come to Casa. Casa Fabrication Weaponry hasn't forgotten Earth. Neither should you.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Romantic
Smart.
chocolates.
Shoot, Nosastra.
Dextro-friendly.
Our selections include rare technology upgrades from the Thank you for
systems.
shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Welcome to Cipertine Armory.
We appreciate you. Welcome to Agor Thank you for shopping at Agor.
Welcome to Cipertine Armory. Thank you for shopping at Cipertine Armory.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Good hunting.
Buy every upgrade.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication.
I'm not going to be able to
Weaponry.
afford to buy all these, but
Proceeds from all purchases go to help our men and women serving in the Alliance.
All goods have been marked down with our special wartime discount.
Thank you for shopping at Casa Fabrication Weaponry.
like, we're over halfway through the game and I've barely found any of the lightweight material upgrades for heavier weapons. It sucks. Considering they're the ones with the least amount of effectiveness, I wish I found those sooner than I found all the upgrades for the lighter weapons that are already lighter than the heavier ones. Oh, hey, Tally. That's good.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here. Evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
Fresh from my memory? Nah.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was
I've
the
seen
first time
polonium
I'd been
rounds in
really hurt
forever.
on my pilgrimage. I ran to the council embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Seren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
Nah, I want to pick that option, but if she didn't feel like doing it, that's...
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges. You showed me that. We are at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid they desperately need.
I nearly reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
The difference was you.
Maybe you could have reminded him a little bit.
Everything looks so peaceful.
Yeah, everything looks so peaceful with the bullet holes and scorch marks in the walls, broken glass, smoke still rising in the horizon. Very peaceful.
In here, you can almost forget about the war.
Yeah, you have all that same stuff I just mentioned. Mm-hmm.
As the Asari and Alliance militaries face major setbacks, the Turians and Krogan are still fighting.
Where's Miranda? We were supposed to meet Miranda somewhere.
fiercely.
I could have swore she said she wanted to meet us. Did I miss a thing?
That's right, baby. Tell me your soul name.
Oh my god.
It is whatever you wish it to be, Paul.
Badass fully. What the hell is going on here? Are you sleeping with my sister?
Oh my.
Slumber would be difficult due to the energetic nature of our population.
Badass fully. Damn it. Blasto. That's it. You and me. Outside. Right now.
Coquettishly, please don't hurt him.
This one promises not to harm your brother.
Badass fully. I didn't ask to be partnered with you. Blasto.
No solid waste excrement. You dislike the manner in which this specter operates.
Badass fully. No. You're one of the best damn cops I've worked with.
Then what is the difficulty, aside from your sister?
Badass fully. The problem is that I can't work with a partner who doesn't respect me.
This one greatly respects you, but you care more about protocol than stopping the Vorcha.
Badass fully. Doing it by the book is what separates us from them.
Kill you now! Spawn of questionable parentage. The Vorcha. Get to cover.
With an opening like that, I don't think I can handle any more right now. I could have swore Miranda said she needed to talk to us and that we should meet her on the Citadel, but I don't think we bumped into her at all while we were around here, and I don't see anything in my journal. Priority Citadel, Dakuna Extraction, Dr. Bryson, Heating Units, Cacliosaur, Reaper Code Fragments. Presidium Commons. Did we pass that guy? Am I misremembering? Did she call saying that she wanted to meet with us and it wasn't time yet? Hold on. I am but a bit confused. Oh wait, she's around here somewhere. Miranda. Apartments.
Actually, I found a Cacliosaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding? Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Cerkesh. Cacliosaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective. Really? And they're already riding the first units into battle? Well, that's great. No, don't worry about that. It's how Cacliosaurs mark territory, and the Krogan don't seem to mind.
Here we are. Also, I'm pretty sure, yeah, the guy who needed the heating units was on this part of the station, but he's not marked out.
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more.
Oh,
You'll just have to trust
come on. What do you mean you can't say more?
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
Why can't people just tell me things?
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No.
I need more water.
I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess?
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The Illusive Man stopped me.
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
What's wrong with my fingers?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways, but you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
What was that thing in her hand? It was this little tablet thingy. I think that Asari I passed by the elevator was the one who wanted the code fragments, but she didn't highlight when I was near her.
For the first time since the Ragnar War, the Asari homeworld of Thessia has been attacked by alien forces. As the Asari and Alliance militaries face major setbacks, the Turians and Krogan are still fighting fiercely to keep power.
James, Kelly, Zaid, Arya, Edie, Joker, Jacob, War Strategist. Where's the Solarian who wanted the stabilizers? Was it you? Where's the guy I'm supposed to give these stabilizers to? Now, don't tell me I somehow took too long, even though I only just got them in, like, the last stream, and now I somehow can't give them to him. Hang on. Leading unit. Cerberus fighter base. We never went to a Cerberus fighter base on Noveria. That's not a mission that we have. Prerequisites priority Palaven. We did that forever ago. Returning the heaters to the Citadel is not possible until after priority Citadel 2. Okay, well, we did that. That's the one where the Citadel was attacked. So where the fuck is he? In the Presidium Commons. He's around here somewhere, but I can't give it to him. I don't think he was highlighted ever. Is this one broken?
Hello, Shepard.
The Reapers when Elysium was attacked, but Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students. Reaper forces.
I think it was that one talking up there, but he didn't have a marker on him. I couldn't talk to him.
Reaper forces have been sighted in the Prometheus system within striking distance of Thessia, the Asari homeworld. Refugee camps in the Citadel are straining existing resources, and the Council reports that food shortages may happen in the near future.
You are serving the galaxy, soldier. So tonight,
More trouble in the Perseus Arm as Reaper forces now control the Hades Nexus and Sentry Omega cluster.
I'm pretty sure this is the guy, but I can't talk to him. Let's see if sometimes this works. Let's see if a save can shake him loose. Hello, sir. I wish to speak to you about heating unit stabilizers. Hold on, this isn't... Stabilizers recovered from Noveria, but we didn't get them from Noveria. We haven't even been able to go to Noveria. Hang on a minute. Yeah, that's the guy. I'm looking at a screenshot right now that shows him. That shows the guy I need to talk to. It's this guy right here, but I can't talk to him. Is a mod breaking something? Is this just some obscure bug? Like, what's going on? This has got to be a mod bug, because I do a search, like a quick little search, and a couple of different ways of trying to phrase it doesn't yield any results close to the problem that I'm having. That's usually an indication that it's a mod problem. Either that, or I've been hit by the most obscure bug on the planet. Well, that sucks. And is really, really, really annoying. Then again, I didn't have the opportunity to talk to that other lady, so let's head back up there and see if I could talk to her now.
Reaper
Now
It's this one right here.
Presidium Embassy.
Excuse me. I'm Commander Shepard.
Now I can.
If you promise to be careful, I've got something for you.
A Reaper code fragment. Yes, I can use this to try to predict their strategic processes. We might be able to save a few worlds with this, Commander. Thank you. No, I know what I said. Divert forces to the new coordinates. Trust me. We may not be able to stop the Reapers, but I think we can predict their movements now.
By alien forces. As the
Find them and bring them in. I could have swore I bought them. Did I not buy them, or did I buy something else? Is that why I can't talk to him? Apparently we were supposed to get the mission where we could find them after... Like, the mission would have popped up after Palaven, but we never got that mission. What did I buy here? I could have swore it was... Wait, no. Get jamming signal, something else. No, we didn't get them yet. I'm losing my mind. Ugh. Alright, well, let's go talk to the counselor. I need to replace my water. They're still scanning through the place?
All remaining files secured and marked for Tentron clearance only. Commander Shepard, thank you for coming.
Did you find something?
The Council has ordered a full review into Donald Udina's activities. We're still piecing together his coup attempt. But that isn't why I asked you here. The situation is growing urgent for my people. We're aware your crucible is still missing a key component.
The catalyst. Do you know something?
Not exactly, but there is a artifact on our homeworld, Thessia, known only to highest levels of my government.
What is it?
With any luck, it's a means to help you locate the catalyst. The artifact is kept in a temple located at these coordinates. I've ordered a scientific team to meet you there.
If this artifact is so important, why keep it hidden?
Every species in the Citadel has its secrets, Commander. But this one, in the wrong hands, would upset the balance of galactic power.
The Reapers are doing that right now.
Which is why I'm bringing this to you.
I appreciate the help.
It's you who will be helping us. The matriarchs are growing desperate. For the first time in our history, Thessia is vulnerable. For all our intellect, we're outmatched by Reaper firepower.
I'll do what I can.
Whether you know it or not, you've become the sole ray of hope in a very dark night. Goddess be with you.
Reaper forces have claimed the Argus Rogue Cluster after heavy fighting. Reports also have them entering the Perseus Vale near Geth.
But the way these quest items, we even have them, like, you have to pick them up and rely on the journal to tell you whether you actually have them or not. It's kind of funky like that.
Recognized. One moment, please.
I could have swore I bought them from the store, but I guess I didn't.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian housing.
Wait, this isn't the right place. Why am I here?
Spectre status. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
Sergeant, I have a little brother. He went off planet.
Suck it up.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, I'm sure I do. Glad you stopped by, Commander. Maybe next time we could deal you in. Give Vega someone else to take money from. Yeah, I don't have deep pockets these days. I got fucking... My money just disappears whenever I go to the Citadel. Our cognition is vastly improved. We thank you, Shepard Commander. The Geth will reciprocate this trust. Okay. The Reapers have been driven back from this colony for now. They are many, Shepard, but their forces can falter. Update from Samara. Finally got back to the Citadel. Found what I needed. Talk to you soon. Yeah, we already did that. Let me just poke over here real quick. Maybe I need to visit the system again at the right time to do a thing. Yeah, I've had access to Novaria for some time, but no mission has yet to pop up there. So, when do I get that mission? Or did it fail to fire? I don't... Okay, I guess I have to scan Dakuna again. If it's a scan, then it's not a mission. Ah, they're on the moon. So wait a minute. Overhear the conversation. And to acquire it on purpose, head to the Commons to the Citadel sometime after Priority Palvin. Right outside the Seasick outpost will be the Solarian talking. The stabilizers might not be available right in Ukraine, so you only get them once you've completed Priority Tuchanka. After that major story mission, Specialist Trainer will tell you about the Operation Cerberus fighter base. We never got that. We never got that mission. Oh, okay. I've stumbled across it now. All right. I forgot. Okay, see, I don't remember every mod that I downloaded. EGM, Expanded Galaxy mod. There are options in that for moving missions to different timings because they make more sense plot-wise. I just stumbled across a thread that explains that that's what happened. Okay. So the timing of the missions is off. So even though I've had this one sitting around, it's made me worried that I missed a thing, but no. Okay, so normally we would have gotten that mission earlier, but we're not going to get it until maybe after Thessia. Okay. Alright. Alright. Oh, look at that. We've got a lot of stuff to check up on. The Elcor Flotilla possesses a few cruisers and carriers, but its real value is troop transport. Because of their shape, the Elcor carry shoulder-mounted heavy weapons. VI-run systems handle reloading, targeting, and ammunition selection. It is not unusual to see a troop of Elcor soldiers toting rocket launchers, chain guns, and other intimidating weapons on their backs as if they weigh nothing at all. Nice. Geth jamming frequencies upgraded the Citadel's automated defense systems. The El Corps rejoiced when the Code of the Ancients was recovered. With hope restored, they rallied to help move supplies on the Citadel for the war effort. The recovery of Rings of Elune, named after a revered Asari physician, inspired Asari civilians to volunteer at Citadel refugee clinics and hospitals. Alright, the defense forces have been augmented by a number of little things. Alliance Engineering Corps. The Prothean artifact known as the Obelisk of Karza is inscribed with specific technical terms and measurements useful in decrypting the blueprints to the Crucible. Alliance scientists analyzing a Prothean sphere recovered from the Hades Nexus gathered useful data from their research. Right, the Alliance Engineering Corps is really getting boosted. We found the Ashen Core earlier, so this must be the Leipzig. Is that the one is that the update? You get, the updates aren't marked out within the page, so you have to kind of remember which thing is which if you don't immediately look it up. The SSV Leipzig was the first Alliance frigate to field test the Thanix cannon, a compact version of a Reaper weapon developed after the Battle of the Citadel. The Leipzig's captain was so pleased with the results, she gave her unconditional recommendation that the Alliance begin mass-producing the cannon as soon as possible. Oh, wait, no. A treatment for chemical burns. That's probably the update we got. That's probably it. The first fleet's crossed over 100 points. Hong Kong, that's something we found. The original SSV Hong Kong was destroyed in the Battle of the Citadel, when its captain threw her ship in front of a blast meant for a dreadnought. The ship's frame was later melted down and incorporated into the framework of a new frigate rebuilt as its successor. Oh, the 5th fleet has crossed over 100 points, so only the 3rd fleet is lagging behind. Synth Diamond heat sinks. Synthetic diamond is a key ingredient in military-grade heat sinks and are used in computing, high-end thermal clips, and starship weapons. Liberating tons of it from the facilities on Bress will help both ground and space forces. I'm also curious about another thing, actually. How many priority missions do we have? We're already 2 hours in. There goes a Citadel 3, and Thessia, and ooh, then you do that one, then that one. Okay. So, I think the next stream, depending on how things roll, we'll probably be doing Leviathan. Sorry, a couple things new here. Shepard passed a Reaper code fragment to Asari High Command. An isolated copy will help predict Reaper movements. Excellent. The Asari Second Fleet's in good shape. Dr. Jalise. The Asari scientist found a research station in the Athena Nebula, was working on a paper that argued nanocircuitry would solve complex behavioral problems in commercial VIs. The Doctor's theoretical work seems to be supported by data in the Crucible's blueprints, and now heads the department building the weapons circuit boards. A named character that I don't recognize. Is this someone that we met before? Nope, this is just a random named character that we pick up that's apparently unique just to this game. Ah. Well, lucky her. Armarli Sniper Unit. The Armarli Sniper Unit is an elite team of Asari commanders who favor long-distance engagements. Pictured in the back there, an Asari with a shotgun. Some of the unit's soldiers have augmented themselves with strength-boosting cybernetic implants, allowing them to fire heavier guns like the 39-kilogram M98 Widow anti-material rifle with incredible precision. The Cerberus Guard set out to stop Bloodpack mercenaries attempting to enslave Asari colonies and Terminus systems. After a ship-to-ship fight, the commandos and mercs crash-landed, which meant, with no means to contact Thessia, the surviving Asari continued to engage the grounded Bloodpack, whittling down the frustrated slavers with traps, ambushes, and nighttime offensives. After 9 days and more than 100 casualties, the Bloodpack surrendered, and the mercenaries were astonished to learn that they had only been battling 5 Asari commandos. Although the Guard downplayed their heroics, they became instant celebrities upon their return to Thessia. Neat. Stuff for the Crucible. Advanced starship fuel. Helium-3 is used to power the vast majority of commercial starships. Chemical engineers on Psion added experimental mixtures of compounds to the gas to make a more efficient fuel for ships traveling long distances. One of their new formulas is used to ships transporting major loads of material to the Crucible, speeding up the delivery process. Why was that thing flashing? Oh, that was Streamlabs. Advanced power relays. The advanced power relays are 15 kilometers of insulated wiring connected to switch boxes that regulate the energy flow. Installing the relays in the Crucible will prevent catastrophic power surges from overloading its systems. The Haptic Optics Array is an experimental computer user interface. Cortical implants allow users to see screens projected in front of them. The user's eye movements are tracked, syncing to hand gestures as they sift through data. While disorienting at first, people using the optics array report increased efficiency, and the technology has been adapted by several dozen engineers for use in the Crucible. Very nice. Krogan. They get a little update. Fierce, toxin-immune creatures known as caculiosaurs, once used as battle mounts by the Krogan, have been cloned from the fossilized caculiosaur skull discovered by Commander Shepard. Nice. Dinosaurs riding dinosaurs. What's new for the this is Guard Captain Vidinos heads a special operatives team that distinguished itself in the war on Tetris, tracking down Turian separatist leaders opposing the hierarchy. During the war, separatists rammed a ship traveling at FTL speeds into the heart of Tetris' capital. Wouldn't it not be able to do that if they're hardwired not to go to FTL when there are obstructions? Contradictory informations. Vidonis's unit experienced their worst fighting in the Diluvian wildlands, unwelcoming marshes with a population deeply sympathetic to the separatist cause. Yeah, the bar is almost maxed out completely. So yeah, we'll end this stream today, maybe even a little earlier, depending on what happens. If it means that the next stream we can immediately go do that one DLC thingy. We're not far off from the ending, really, so sooner the better. I don't know how long it is, so I don't want to start it part way through when it could be something that could be done in a whole stream like Omega was. Which makes it all the more annoying that we haven't gotten other lightweight material upgrades for the fucking rifles and shit. Like, where the fuck are they? I'm tempted to look those up, too. Not like how my knee looks right now. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but when I was out on the 4th, I haven't gone outside a lot, but I was out, most of the day that day, and, like, you're gonna get bug bites, you forget to put on your anti-bug repellents, and they just went for my knee. I got several of these massive red spots on my knee from bug bites, and it's just, ugh. Drink acquired. Let's head on down. Let's see what the Asari were hiding from us. Now, if we recovered all assets, then that means I've already been through here.
Commander, Thessia is under heavy Reaper attack. There's activity across most of the planet.
What about the temple? Can you raise the scientists?
Negative. All channels are scrambled across the spectrum. The mission's looking really dicey.
This is too important. It's now or never.
Shepard, that's my home down there. I have to go.
Then get to the shuttle and let's do this.
Alright, well, I was gonna bring her anyway, but... Wait. I guess I don't have to. Alright. Well, we're gonna bring her, and bring a Tally. It's an important mission. Tally goes on all important missions from this point on. I believe I got new shoulders. Ooh, I like these. They have pouches on them, of course. I want maximum pouch. Nuts. I'm wearing the full Han Kedar set now. It's just all weapon damage. Alright. Kind of like the Archon visor a little more. This looks like it's going to be my armor set for the foreseeable future. If you want ways to carry things, Han Kedar is the way to go. It's just all weapon damage. I'm just not feeling the Hurricane. The Hurricane, I'm just not feeling it. It's just way too inaccurate. Waste too much, just that. Suppose I could try the Hornet, but I'm gonna need to give it lightweight materials because it's way too fucking heavy. It's a burst fire SMG though. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. Go back to the lovely Paladin. Indra's nice. Indra's nice, but let's... I am just within my weight capacity to use the Widow. You know what? With how much it weighs, even 10% is like an improvement. Yeah, look at that. It went from 8% to 42%. That's actually kind of decent. You know what? I'll do it. We get to take in the Widow, baby. Increases shield restoration rate by 50% when draining. Shields, barriers, or power from synthetics. Recharge speed. We'll go for the drain.
Liara, do you have anything more on this artifact?
These coordinates the counselor gave you are for the Temple of Athame. My mother took me there once. It's several thousand years old. And for some reason, it has classified government funding.
Sounds like we're on the right trail.
What if we're too late? My people are dying down there.
Thessia took you to this temple?
I was just a child. I thought it was a history lesson, but now, maybe there was more to it.
What do you mean?
I went digging through her old files. She had heavily encrypted records on this place, some dating back centuries. I still can't crack most of them. Whatever's going on, it's well hidden.
I remember your mother. She fought so hard against indoctrination.
And this brings all those memories back. What if Thessia faces the same fate?
Not for long. We'll find the catalyst and save Thessia.
I hope you're right.
Hey, buckle up. This one's gonna be tight.
Maybe I'll go with a different chest piece, though. The chest piece only has those round things, not the pouches that I like. Alright, let's go!
This can't be happening. My home.
You'll mourn later. Right now, we're vulnerable up here.
Let's get down.
You must be Commander Shepard.
I must be.
Outpost Tychus is running out of ammunition. We all are. Tell them to make every shot count. I can't feel it. Eastern perimeter reports they've been
Improviser.
Where are the reinforcements? What about the airline? That's not going to happen. Reinforcements at Quad 091. Situation urgent. I can't remember.
There's nothing. What about now? Same. Numb, like my leg isn't even there.
Damn it.
I can't hold on much longer.
Oh, what a mess. I got some blue suns here.
Keep that barrier going. I can't keep this up forever.
What up?
Commander, we heard it. The barrier's been breached. Commander, we'll talk later. Get on that gun up there and do some damage. Somebody better get on that gun. Yes, ma'am.
Commander, I'm Lieutenant Curran. We've been told to expect you. My orders are to hold this grid at all costs.
I think she needs help.
But our perimeter's collapsing, and I'm getting my people out of here.
This is important. We need your help.
Well, unless you can give me a good reason to stay, we're not dying for a field of rubble.
What exactly were you told about me?
Nothing but your name. Mission details were classified, which just means we'll die without knowing why.
I know what that's like, but you have to trust the chain of command.
We're not even sure the chain still exists. So what are we doing here?
We're after a relic inside the temple. It's important.
That's what this is all about? One of our outposts has been trying to reach the scientists over there, but we lost contact. Get that gunship moving! Now! I'm sorry, Commander. If your relic has lasted this long, it can wait a little longer. I've lost enough people today. I'm pulling the rest of them out.
No. If we don't get to that temple, Lieutenant, this will be the last you ever see of Thessia. You're witnessing the extinction of our entire race. This is the end.
And you really think you can stop all that from happening?
We've uncovered a Prothean superweapon. It'll win this war.
Prothean, huh? How do you know it'll finish the job?
It's the only chance any of us have got.
This is Lieutenant Curran. Hold your positions. I want a path carved to the temple. Outpost Tychus, we've got people coming your way. Let's make sure the galaxy knows the war was won on Thessia. Make it count.
It's gonna be one on Earth, but I appreciate the spirit behind that declaration.
I was here years ago. To see the city burning like this is...
It can be rebuilt. Just worry about the next 20 meters. Watch it!
This has to end!
Use your anger against the enemy, Liara.
Remember that, because here they come. Staggered approach! Try to use cover! Push him back!
We're clear.
What a delightful weapon this is. Not a lot of cover for them to get down like 3 times.
On that building, we've got fire support.
No, we don't.
No! Damn them!
Keep your focus, Leo.
Those things are slaughtering my ego.
Not if we kill them first.
Scatter and take cover!
Alright, it's burst fire, but it can go pretty quickly if you tap the trigger. It's not so bad.
Watch the edges! Don't let them get around us!
just won't stop! That door ahead looks like our way out of this mess.
Another mutated Asari. I hope we don't run out of ammo.
Keep up the pressure!
Got a nasty one here.
Miss.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Didn't their codex entry say that they exploded when they died? That wasn't an explosion.
There's a ramp here, Shepard. Might be our way through.
Spore pod? Ugh. Those looked like just generic bodies on those spikes.
We should get moving, Shepard. Those scientists need help.
Oh, there was a Hydra launcher back here. They hit it in the corner, like, wasn't gonna notice it.
I still can't face those things. My own people.
The Reapers enjoy turning our own kind against us. They must think it destroys an enemy's morale.
Above us!
As a child, I always had nightmares about Geth attacking me in my sleep. The worst horror I could imagine. Until now. Ahead to the left! Snipers on that balcony!
They're Asari. We might be able to reach them.
At least the Reaper is leaving us alone. I don't care to repeat Ram.
Yeah, they're gonna get blown up by the time we get there. Yep, there they go. We're not allowed to have friends on the battlefield. Oh, wait, no, someone's still alive.
No sign of him yet. What's your situation? Enemy forces have tripled in strength. I'm cut off from outpost Tychus.
Maintain position. Shepard will be there.
Understood. I'll do what I can. Watch your head!
How long can you hold out?
Now that you're here, we can really win this war.
We get to that temple and the Reapers are history.
Grab some gear over there if you need it, and let's do some damage!
This feels like a kill zone.
Reaper! It's a way out of here!
And into something worse!
No choice!
Alright, I'll stay alive.
Outpost Tychus isn't far from here. I can cover you. Go! This nightmare never ends.
The hell it won't. We get to this artifact and we can all wake up.
It's been so long. I can't believe we're this close.
Now, if she survives, I'll be amazed.
Watch it!
We're trying to reach Outpost Tychus.
You're looking at it.
What about the rest of your squad?
They're all dead. We tried punching through to the scientists, but I'm all that's left.
What about reinforcements?
We had gunships flying support, but things got too hot with that Reaper. They can't chance it.
I know it's rough, but I don't see another way in without their help.
Have I told you how much I hate this war? Talon Swarm.
You don't need to tell me.
Tychus. Is there anybody left on this frequency? We're in need of immediate air support. Commander Shepard is here.
Copy, this is Talon 1. I'm on the way. Talon 5 inbound. Ground targets confirmed. Weapons are hot. Light them up.
Well, don't fire from a hovering position. Strafe. You're in danger if you just sit there.
Watch the jamming. Target acquired.
Look out.
I'm hit. The stabilizer
Don't hover that close to the enemy. Alright, you get out of here before you get shot down too.
This is Talon 5. Whatever you're gonna do, you better do it now.
Go, Commander. I'll cover you from here.
Commander Shepard, I've got your back. Let's get you into that tunnel. Missiles are hot. Missiles away.
Ow.
Firing another salvo.
Keep it up, Talon 5!
This pilot's the lifeline. Even Joker will learn something.
Callie, it might be a good idea if you were not screwing around up there.
That's it for the missiles. Switching to the gun.
Next time we go to war, maybe the Alliance can spring for air support.
Yeah, we all know the Alliance is way too cheap unless they're super fucked up. Alright, stay alive. Stay alive. Up, over, come on.
Watch out, more hostiles ahead.
Watch it! More walking corpses on the way!
Bogey
Wish you could damage those things. They just exist in the environment. You can't do anything about them. Aren't you already dead?
I hope that pilot didn't forget about us.
Keep your head down and give him everything you've got.
There she is.
Please stop falling over dead. Stop exploding. Who are you?
I'm in trouble. My shields just took damage. Talon 5 going down. Repeat, Talon 5. So much sacrifice. We have to make it worth something.
Is it possible to stop that from happening if we're not constantly exploding? And we actually have a chance? Like, we show up and then my companions all immediately die. When was my last save? It was right there. Well, fuck that, I guess. Is it possible? Like, if it didn't end when the fight ended, it went down before the fight ended. You don't actually have to kill the harvesters. Once Talon 5 is shot down, they will flee the battle. Does that mean it's possible to save them? Unfortunately, I haven't been making any saves, so I'd have to restart the mission completely in order to find out.
There were 5 billion Asari when this war began. I wonder how many we've lost today.
Looks like we're in the clear. Let's get inside.
That could be difficult. It looks like the scientists have locked themselves in.
Let me take a look.
Let me just awkwardly shuffle away.
It's military-grade encryption. I think I can override it.
Military grade? That seems excessive.
Especially since few still follow the Athame doctrine.
Hello? Is anyone there?
This feels wrong. The scientists should be here.
Take a look around. Maybe one of these artifacts is what we're looking for. What's this?
The goddess Athame's shield. Legends say she used it to protect Thessia when the heavens grew angry.
Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. It's the goddess Athame's sword. Myths say she wielded it against the jealous gods who threatened our ancestors. Without knowing what we're looking for, I'd need more time to study it to know for sure.
If this was Rannoch, there's no way our scientists would have run. Something isn't right here.
How about this?
A page from one of our earliest religious texts, the Athame Codex. Doesn't look promising. It describes how Athame taught our ancestors mathematics. Doesn't look useful. That's Janiri, Athame's guide who brought enlightenment to Thessia long ago.
But if you look carefully enough, he looks like a Prothean.
Not necessarily.
Whatever your government's hiding here, Liara, they weren't fooling around.
Yeah, it looks Prothean to me.
What do you know about this?
A fragment from the Codex. It's not what we need. It describes how Athame's guide Janiri gave my people seeds. He taught them the seasons so they could grow crops.
But if these guides looked like Protheans...
It doesn't mean anything, necessarily.
What about this one?
Another page from the Codex. I doubt this is it. It describes Lucen, Athame's guide who taught our ancestors about the stars.
And if he was a Prothean, it gets even more interesting.
You put it that way, and it's too incredible to believe.
Here's another Prothean statue.
Could this be the artifact?
I don't think so. That's a sculpture of Lucen, one of Athame's servants who walked among my ancestors, bestowing knowledge.
Just like the other sculpture, he looks Prothean.
I admit there is a certain resemblance. Another page from the Codex. Not very useful. It talks about Athame's guide granting us the gift of biotics as a reward for worshipping her.
Liara. Never mind. I won't even try to speculate what this means.
I think we found the scientists.
What are we looking at here?
A primitive rendition of the goddess Athame. She's speaking to her ancient Asari followers. I don't think this is the artifact.
Except your goddess looks like a Prothean here.
What? But... I see what you mean. That is troubling.
I don't know if it's troubling. It just means that there's a heavy Prothean influence.
It's the goddess Athame again.
Liara, you're ignoring the obvious. She was no goddess. That's a Prothean.
I know it looks that way, but this is thousands of years of Asari history in question.
Listen, humans believe that... Humans started to believe that all of our old gods were like aliens at some point. If you believe stupid channels on TV.
I'm guessing these are the scientists.
Their throats.
What happened to them?
They've been slit. The Reapers didn't do this. We're going to have to figure this out on our own.
Who's that supposed to be?
It's Athame. Her image became more like ours over time.
And less Prothean.
I admit this all raises serious questions about Asari history. To consider the Protheans may have been involved in our past, it would change everything we know about ourselves. If the Reapers hadn't attacked, this revelation would be the biggest event our civilization...
There's a Prothean beacon here.
What? You're sure?
It's not something you forget.
But why hide it?
The one you found on Mars gave us the Crucible. Keeping this quiet makes sense.
That can't be. I can't believe my people would keep this a secret.
A beacon like this could explain why Asari are so advanced.
You did say this temple is thousands of years old, Liara. Lots of time to study it.
That doesn't make it true.
Like Athame not being Prothean? Think about it, Liara. It would only take a few scientific advances to give the Asari an edge over others. Which, I'd like to point out, you now have.
Well, if it is true, the Asari should have shared this knowledge. We might not have been in this mess if they had.
You don't know that, Shepard.
We don't know what's going on here.
I know we don't have much time to find out.
The few records I can access talk about tapping into Prothean data streams, reconstructing matrices, none of which I see here.
Maybe that's the point.
By the goddess. Literally.
Look around. There must be more of these connections.
Incredible. The beacon seems to think you're Prothean, Shepard. It must be the cipher you got back on Pharos years ago.
Don't remind me.
The beacon is powering up. You can feel it.
Nothing here.
Can you believe we're this close? We can get what we need here. Finish the Crucible and finally destroy the Reapers.
This doesn't appear to be a connection. We should keep searching. There! Another one!
It still doesn't look like the sequence is complete yet.
Doesn't look like a connection.
Might have been interesting to bring Javik on this mission.
No connection here.
Okay, maybe some of the documents are it.
That did it. I think we can access the beacon now.
Their throats were slit. That motherfucker... What's his face? Kai is probably around here somewhere.
We need to hurry. This place isn't going to... last very long.
Obtaining chronological marker. Hold. Timescale established. Post-Prothean cycle confirmed.
What are you?
Reaper presence detected. This galactic cycle has already reached its extinction terminus. Systems shutting down.
No, wait!
We need answers.
To what question?
The catalyst. We need to know what it is to finish the Crucible.
Oh, it would have been really interesting to bring Javik.
Remember Vigil all those years ago?
I am called Vendetta, an advanced virtual construct of Patrick Van, overseer of the project you refer to as Crucible. He died fighting the Reapers in the Battle of Tranvia 9. Your remaining time is also at an end.
We're all Protheans, so grim.
What happened to the Crucible in your time? Why didn't the Protheans deploy it?
We were sabotaged from within. A splinter group argued we should dominate the Reapers rather than destroy them. It fractured our order of battle. Later, we discovered the Separatists were indoctrinated.
I guess they had their own Illusive Man to deal with.
Our studies of past ages led us to believe that time is cyclical. Many patterns repeat.
Like the Reaper attacks.
And beyond. The same peaks of evolution, the same valleys of dissolution. The same conflicts are expressed in every cycle, but in a different manner. The repetition is too prevalent to be merely chance.
We assumed the Reapers were responsible for the pattern.
Unknown. Its presence is inferred rather than observed. The only certainty is its intention. Galactic annihilation. You now stand at that precipice.
There's still hope for this cycle. We need to know what the catalyst is. Trillions of lives are at risk.
Trillions of lives are always at risk. But if the Reapers have arrived to end your cycle, this discussion is too late.
We can break the cycle. We found your plans for the Crucible. We're building it right now.
The Crucible is not of Prothean design. It is the work of countless galactic cycles stretching back millions of years. Each cycle adds to it. Each improves upon it. Thus far, none have successfully defeated the Reapers with it.
Okay,
We'll be the
well...
first. Tell us what the catalyst is.
If you wish to continue fighting, I will not hinder you, though I deem your odds of success remote.
We'll take our chances.
Very well. If you have followed the plans for the Crucible, I will interface with your systems and assist with the catalyst too. Indoctrinated presence detected. Activating security protocol.
Who's doctrinated? Oh, there he is.
You killed the scientists. What do you want?
Your attention. Someone would like to talk with you.
Oh, is it that fucking elusive bitch? I don't want to talk to him. I should have just started shooting him. What the fuck do you
How
want?
Did you find this place?
The archives. Or did your shadow broker miss that one?
Show yourself. I promise I won't miss.
Stick to your talents, Dr. Dasani. You've helped uncover the key to subjugating the Reapers.
Oh my god, I
Damn it, Shepard. Destroying the Reapers gains us nothing.
How about peace?
They're just trying to control us. Think about it. If they wanted all organic life destroyed, they could do it. There would be nothing left.
What the hell are you talking about?
I know them, Shepard. I know how they think.
Yeah, no
I
shit.
think you've gotten a little too close to the enemy.
No. I'm saying they've got it right. Why kill when you can control?
You've been spending too much time with the enemy. They're dragging you over to their side. Their way of thinking.
No, I just see things differently.
No, you're a
If you
stupid
truly
bitch.
care about humanity, you'll stop fighting me. You'll join me.
Don't ever question my intentions. I've sacrificed more for humanity than you'll ever know.
I will always question your intentions.
You know me. My methods for dealing with the Reapers are simply more refined than yours.
You've forgotten everything you stood for. Cerberus was supposed to be humanity's sword, not a dagger in our back.
Poetic, but as usual, you missed the point.
I hate him, and I hate that guy.
With the Prothean data in this beacon, I can end this conflict, once and for all. You're either with me or against me. There's nothing gray about that.
No, I suppose there isn't. Lang, the commander has something I need. Please relieve him of it. And then bring me the data.
Understood.
Hey, renegade points.
You're slower than I imagined, Shepard. I've been hit! Cover me while I recharge!
Watch out! Gunship! Get to cover!
I've got this! Your friend Thane, I need to recharge! Cover me!
The gunship's taking up position!
Waste your time if you want, Shepard. The real target is in the room with you. Or are you afraid to face me? Finally, you've had your fun now, Shepard. It's a pity the good ones never last.
There's only one way this ends.
Oh, there they go. That's not how that weapon works.
Target the supports.
Oh, there goes my nice rifle.
Cerberus thanks you for all your hard work.
Wow, so whatever that security system is really fucking pathetic if he could just walk up and suck it all out. Nice of my drone to just sit there and do fuck all. Get one in his head. God damn it.
Shepard! Hang on!
What an entirely stupid sequence of events. God damn. Whose pistol is that?
This is Shepard. Give us your location.
I repeat, is anyone on this frequency?
We read you. Give me your location.
The lieutenant's down. Our whole zone is collapsing.
What the? Kai, he's back there still. You fucking see that?
I saw them. I've got a Reaper inbound. Please, is anybody there?
That entire sequence of events was beyond stupid.
Commander?
Counselor. The mission.
We've lost contact with Thessia. It's gone dark. How soon will the Crucible be ready to deploy?
Counselor. I wish the news was better. We didn't get the information.
What happened?
Cerberus was there. We were defeated. We don't know how to finish the Crucible.
I don't know what to say. What was the situation on Thessia?
Deteriorating fast. The Reapers are there in strength.
Then you'll excuse me. There are preparations to make, continuity of civilization to consider. I never thought this day would come.
None of us did. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, I'm mad.
Asari forces are in full retreat. It is no longer safe for us to remain in this system.
Get us out of here.
Shepard, Nobody could have predicted Cerberus would reach Thessia before us.
It's my job to be prepared, no matter what. And now Thessia's lost, as is the data on the catalyst. I'm sick of Cerberus beating us to the punch.
Let's kick them in the balls first for a change.
That's what I want to hear.
Anyone know where they're hiding? Anyone?
Yeah, anyone in this room?
Well, there is something.
Oh my god, Trainer, I'm going to yeet you out of this ship if you were holding something important back.
Kai-Leng's shuttle through the relay and extrapolate his destination. But the signal disappeared in the Yera system.
Naturally.
It's not just gone, though. The signal is being actively blocked.
How?
I'm not sure, but something is interfering with all signal activity in that region of space.
Commander, the Yera system is home to Sanctuary and little else. Sanctuary is a supposed safe haven for war refugees.
You think it's worth checking out, Trainer?
Yes, sir, I do.
If Specialist Trainer hadn't examined the data so astutely, the interference would have been undetectable.
Nice work, Trainer. You've given us a shot. Now let's make sure we don't waste it.
I was stationed on Horizon in the Lyra system, and you were the only Cerberus presence while I was there.
It's a slim lead. Let's hope it's the right one.
I don't care how slim the leads are at this point. We've come too far to let Cerberus stop us. I want that Prothean data. I want the catalyst. No excuses. Dismissed.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Yeah, that entire sequence of events just humoring the Illusive Man and his fucking pet bitch. Just... The fact that there isn't an option to just immediately start shooting him and we're forced to cutscene with the bastards just is really annoying. They are the enemy. They are the worst kind of enemy. They're the enemy that's fighting us when there's an even bigger problem to be dealing with. I just wanted, the entire time, was just like, I want to shoot. I want to shoot. I want to shoot.
Shepard, I heard about Thessia.
We were so close, Anderson. So damn close to ending this war.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you?
I knew going in there wouldn't be a minute of this war that was easy. But watching Thessia fall, and knowing it was my responsibility.
Shepard, you know how many times I got my ass handed to me over the years? Surviving the first contact war back in the day was a goddamn miracle. They said I was a hero. I just felt lucky to get out alive. So maybe Kai Lang did beat you. What of it?
It could cost us the war.
These guys in the Resistance, they know it's a losing proposition. They know the chances of seeing tomorrow are slim to none. But we all signed up anyway. Hell, I'm sitting in London right now staring at rubble. I was born here. And it's looking like I might die here too. So I say point us at the Reapers and we'll take our chances.
You'll make it, Anderson. And when this is all over, you can show me London.
It might need a new coat of paint first.
This will be over soon.
It better. Shake this off, Shepard.
I will.
Anderson out.
Not after we took down that Reaper on Rannoch. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's no way we could have stopped every Reaper on Thessia. The Asari should have jumped in earlier.
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander. Thanks for listening, Commander.
It was a good idea. And right now, it's the best lead we've got.
In any event, good luck. Commander?
It's not like Cerberus hasn't been, like, a legitimate problem to deal with, and generally well sensibly, like portrayed, but having that jerk-ass show up, and then I have to talk to the fucking Illusive Man again, like, that whole bit was just like, why are you here? How are you here? Why am I not shooting you right away? Just like, bruh.
If we don't finish that crucible soon, there won't be a galaxy left to save. So Thessia, huh? I guess the Asari are wishing they had fewer dancers and more commandos right about now. Too soon?
In case you hadn't noticed, we just lost a few million people. This isn't the time.
Arr, angry face.
You see this? Tiptree. Little colony out in the ass end of nowhere. My dad lives there. So does my sister. Reapers rolled in about 2 weeks ago. So you can assume that I'm generally aware there's a war on, Commander.
So why the jokes?
Because EDI says that according to your armor's metabolic scans, you're under more stress now than during the Skillian Blitz. Like more than Elysium, where it was pretty much you versus 10,000 Batarians trying to kill you. And the last time I had a briefing with Anderson, he told me to take care of you. The guy leading the Resistance on Earth is worried about you. And I'm supposed to help.
I appreciate the thought, Joker. But I'm fine.
The hell you are. You're like half robot at this point. No offense, EDI. And it's my fault. When the Collectors blew up the first Normandy, you died because I wouldn't leave. Because you had to come back for me.
Couldn't leave the best pilot in the fleet behind, could I?
Yeah, well, I guess that would have looked bad on your report.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Commander?
Shepard, I have a question about human behavior.
This isn't the best time, Edie.
Perhaps humor? A penguin is driving through the Arizona desert.
I'm not in the mood.
A lively rendition of La Marseillaise?
No.
Very well. I will maintain a respectful silence until you indicate otherwise. Hello, Shepard.
I wouldn't mind a live performance right now. Put your hands down. Arr, arr, arr. There's Legion's name. I see why they're being added in the middle. They're being added alphabetically. But they're being... Like, you have two separate panels with a big blank space in the middle, but they're alphabetically doing them from left to right. So you have two A's, and an A over there, go to C. Like, they're going across the board like that. That'd make sense if there was more in the middle of the board, but they're separated. It'd make more sense to have them... whatever.
Shepard, this wasn't your fault.
It's not about fault. I was supposed to stop them.
You will.
I don't know if I can do this, Tali. Earth, Paladin, Thessia. I'm risking everything to build the Crucible, and I'm not even sure what it does. Who am I to make that call?
You're the one who was right all along. You fought when no one else would, when nobody else believed you. And if that's not enough, you're the man I love. Don't forget that, no matter what happens.
Well, that makes me feel a little better.
Thanks, Shepard.
A little bit. Nobody hanging out in the lounge. Guidance hanging out somewhere else.
Nothing to report.
Any word from your family?
They made it off Palaven. It was tight, but they're okay.
We'll take every scrap of good news we can get.
Wish I had more, though.
Why?
I just had to make a tough call with the Primarch. He said our fleets are being decimated, so I advised him to cease all offensive operations against the Reapers.
A full retreat?
The only way to save Palaven now is to hold our ships back for the Crucible. But if I'm wrong, then a lot of other Turian families won't be as lucky as mine.
That's a hell of a gamble. No other options?
If there are, I can't see them. It all comes down to the Crucible now.
And ruthless calculus.
How are you holding up, Shepard? This all has to be taking a toll.
There's only so much fight in a person. Only so much death you can take before
your friend picks you up, dusts you off, and tells you you're the best damn soldier he's ever met. We'll get through this. We always do.
Honestly, I'm more bothered by the fact that I had to get tripped up by the worst Cerberus characters in existence. That whole sequence of events is just, like, frying my brain. And I started streaming today with this direct intention of overwriting the frying of my brain that occurred before I started playing games today.
Dr. Tassoni has gone to speak with the Prothean.
Yes, I'm sure that'll be very enlightening. I started playing the games to avoid brain frying. Yawning. We'll go around the other way this time.
Have you filed your story on Thessia yet?
No. I'm trying to word it right.
What happens if you word it wrong?
If I'm lucky, the Citadel Stock Exchange drops 2,000 extra points.
And if you're unlucky?
I don't know. I've never really been unlucky. Commander.
Nothing new with Allers.
Commander?
We were just talking to Liara.
She's a strong one.
I'd say her world's just been completely rocked.
Completely. Adams and I were just remembering Noveria and the terrible way her mother died.
Liara seemed so together afterward. Couldn't have been easy.
For weeks, she told me stories about her mother.
Yeah, me too. I have a feeling she'll be okay.
Yeah. Hope so.
Nothing to report, Commander.
And don't worry about Kai Lang. Now that we've seen his dirty moves, next time, he's getting his ass kicked.
Damn fucking right. Damn right.
Can't wait to get back out there.
Like I said before, like there's mods that like make him silent, or I think just kind of replace him in certain situations. But if anything, I avoided those. Like I kind of remembered him like a little bit, but I decided against it simply because it makes it more satisfying when we finally shove his sword down his own face. You know. Also, where are those?
Hello, Commander.
Oh, there they are.
We were just double checking the thermal ducts.
I'm sure you were. Carry on.
Wait a minute. Donnelly's mouth was talking when I was using words.
Shepard. Commander?
Right. You can go. Listen, I won't be down here for a while again. You can go back to taking your clothes off.
I'm sorry, then. I'm so embarrassed.
I noticed. I need a laugh. That's good.
That can't be true.
You saw it with your own eyes. The goddess Athame was Prothean. You wanted to know more about your history, Asari. Now you do.
I have a name. It's Liara Tassoni, and I'd appreciate...
Hey, settle down.
Stop it.
My home was just destroyed, and all he can do is gloat.
Is he gloating? It sounded like he was just trying to stop you from being
Given
dumb.
what's happened today, I think you owe Liara an apology, Javik.
Apologize for the truth?
For not doing more. You're a Prothean. You were supposed to have all the answers. How could you not stop this from happening?
We believed you would. Long ago, we saw the potential in your people. Even then, it was obvious. The wisdom, the patience. You were the best hope for this cycle. So you were guided when necessary.
Well, it didn't work.
You're still alive, aren't you? Your world may have fallen, but as long as even one Asari is left standing, the fight isn't over.
I guess that goes for Protheans, too.
Despair is the enemy's greatest weapon. Do not let them wield it. Liara Tassoni.
That was unexpected. Thank you.
We still need her talents. If grief overcomes her, she will be lost to us.
So did you actually mean what you said?
Does it matter?
Liara's been a good friend to me. It matters.
Then I will tell you what you want to hear. I meant what I said.
Carry on.
I'm told you spoke with a VI of one of my people. It seems another Prothean still fights the Reapers. If there is to be victory in this war, it will be for all cycles. The living will avenge the dead. And do not concern yourself with Thessia's fate, Commander. The loss of a planet is insignificant next to the loss of the galaxy.
Still sucks.
I suffered many defeats in the last war, Commander. Let this loss be the fuel that powers your rage.
Still haven't cut that one bit where I got up here out of that stream. I need to do that before it leaves Twitch, before it's excised.
Your Joker pilot insists I call myself Prothi the Prothean. I insisted he allow me to throw him out the airlock.
I assume he objected.
I am with my own thoughts.
It must have been just like a 1 in a million glitch. Like, I don't know how I did it exactly. I don't think I can replicate it.
Sounded like quite an ordeal getting that Turian reactor up and running.
I've been through worse.
Well, glad you were able to get some help from Captain Riley's team. Sometimes I forget we aren't all alone in this war. Is everything okay, Shepard?
Nope.
Hey, for what it's worth, I know how it feels to lose like that. I know that doesn't make it easier, but you're just human like the rest of us.
If you're trying to make me feel better, it's not working, Lieutenant.
Hey, everyone on this ship knows you did all you could. You need to cut yourself some slack. Whatever it takes to get that data back from Cerberus. We're behind you.
Yeah, I could have done more.
To end this.
Could have done more, could have done better. I could have started shooting right away, but I didn't because cutscene logic had to take over.
I'm ready to see Earth again, Shepard. Sure would have liked to visit Thessia before the war. Imagine a whole world of those blue beauties. One of the wonders of the galaxy, if you ask me.
I hear you.
You want to hit Cerberus where it hurts? I'm with you. Ready when you are.
At the rate we're going, we're probably keeping the Mako all the way through. You know what? I'm curious. That's another thing I'm going to look up. When do we get more lightweight materials for rifles? We're mostly through the whole game by now, but there's like nothing. Ultra lightweight materials. Okay, the wiki page doesn't actually tell you where you can find them. Also, with the assault rifle anyway, you can't do piercing mod with lightweight. That sucks. It doesn't say where to find them. It just says what levels there are and how far you can get them. So I know there is a level 5 for all of them, but... different types of weapons can't combine lightweight materials with different things. Like for shotguns, you can't use a smart choke. The smart choke is the one that increases accuracy. With assault rifles, you can't do armor. You can't do armor piercing. What about sniper rifles? No incompatibilities according to this. Requires Mass Effect 3 Citadel. Oh, is it like that for all the larger weapons? Requires Mass Effect 3 Citadel. Oh, maybe that's why. So that's why I can't find these. This was the ultralight materials for all the heavier weapons was, I guess, introduced in that DLC. So I guess we were able to get a few of them outside of it, but I would assume, knowing that the rest of them are only acquirable once I do that. Well, that's lame. Kind of pushes you to do it earlier. New Game Plus, do you start off with all the upgrades already? Or... Well, damn. That is unfortunate. Well, we got a bit of time left. I can either try to track down something else to do, or we can call it a little earlier. Well, it depends. Is there anything else, anything new that's popped up? Well, there's a Reaper there, but I can't go there. Oh, Hourglass Nebula? Well, we can go to the Hourglass Nebula. And the Nubian Expanse. I guess we'll do a little exploring for the last 30 minutes, and when we come back, next time we'll do Leviathan before we continue on. Doesn't seem like exactly the right moment to do it, but what can you do? Can't all be perfect.
I found something.
Hourglass. We've been to Hourglass before, so this is all stuff we've read about already in the past, probably. Well, no, that would have been in 2, and I actually didn't. Well, well. That'll be fuel. Right, because in 2, I did most of the exploring and reading off-stream because I didn't want to expose everyone to the very boring scanning. A large rock planet, Ansas, was once under development by a consortium of robo-mining interests, but an epidemic of accidents and sabotage cost the lives of hundreds of workers and eventually drove them off the world. Despite numerous accusations among the mining corporations and a dozen or more trials, popular opinion holds that the real saboteurs were never found. Hagalaz is a second-tier garden world that receives little attention from the galactic community. A Solarian mining expedition initially discovered the planet, which was promptly strong-armed away from them by organized crime figures. Hagalaz's exploration rights were then sold to the highest bidder, which led to a brief burst of mining colonies in the 2000s. But most of those were abandoned when other planets were found with more accessible resources. Though Hagalaz has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere capable of supporting life, its rotational period is slower than Earth's, making its day and night 98 Earth days long. The intense heat on one side of the planet and the extreme cold on the other make for violent storm cells where the sun is rising or setting. As a result, the flora and fauna of Hagalaz has developed the capability to live in cycles of ice, flooding, and baking heat. The dramatic air pressure changes. The biota of the planet has been largely unexploited by the exotic pet and gardening trade, since stimulating their natural conditions is problematic for the average consumer.
Signal confirmed.
Shadow Broker support team. I guess we'll go through Hourglass, do some reading, do some exploring, and then we'll call it. Hanaz's extremely thin atmosphere is mostly methane and helium. The Solarian explorers who named the system set up a small mining presence for recovering nickel and chromium, used in making stainless steel. 50%, so the last thing will be a fuel depot. A large rock planet with a pressure cooker atmosphere of nitrogen and argon, Uruz's silicate-rich crust is relatively low density. It was largely ignored by the Solarian explorers who first charted these systems. Larissaz is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a decrepit, automated infrastructure for refueling merchant vessels with helium-3. Painted onto the metal in a Silurian dialect is the word self-serve.
Faster than light jump successful.
Antiqutra, fused metal, is so named because of its spectacular craters. A planet high in various grades of iron oxide, Antiqutra is regularly pummeled by loose asteroids in the nearby belt between it and Wenrum. The iron melted and fused by the incoming meteors makes for spectacular landscape shots that look alien no matter what part of the galaxy you may be from. However, due to frequent meteor impacts, exploration is considered highly dangerous, even to those with advanced kinetic barriers. Alingon, Deceptive, was so named by the Solarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active periclase, magnesia, in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spatial stories of pirates lying in wait in Alingon's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy, as the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication. Alingon's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. And sneeze again. It's too hot. Makes me sleepy. Nephros, Restless Sleep. Oh, yeah, that's a good one to read after a big yawn. Is a relatively small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant. Its atmosphere is home to spectacular winds of up to 350 km/h and electrical storms up to 700 times the power of those on Earth, which indicate that its hydrogen clouds contain moderate amounts of water vapor. Wenrum, White Knight, takes the name of a Solarian story in the Romantic period, of a knight who refused all temptation of riches, carnality, and even flavorful food until justice was served to the poor and oppressed. The planet is so named because of its white, highly reflective surface, looks very green, composed mainly of titanium dioxide and ice, and no atmosphere to speak of to dim its albedo. Though ancient riverbeds crisscross the plains of Dartar, photodissociation has long since dried up the world. There are indications of ancient mining operations, but any structures have long since been buried or worn away by the planet's seasonal dust storms. A scorchingly hot planet close to its parent star, Quarem was bombarded by comets and asteroids during its earliest geological periods. As the solar system stabilized, these occurrences leveled off until the planet became geologically inactive. Its nitrogen and helium atmosphere is extremely thick due to heavy metals, making the planet's core very dense. Unfortunately, these metals are deep below the crust, making mining impractical. First charted by the Solarians, Tunfegal, Hard Heart, is noted for its platinum and uranium deposits, making robo-mining a lucrative activity. While the surface temperature is well within the range of comfortable EVA excursion, the extremely dense Tunfegal generates a dangerous gravitational pull 5 times that of Earth. The Solarian miners exploiting the planet derisively nicknamed planets such as these Elcor tourist traps.
I found something.
Shadow Broker starship tech. On a Lingon? That... Why is that on that planet? That's not where the Shadow Broker ship was. Thegan rounds out the trio of planets only scouted by a space probe in this backwater solar system. A frozen ball with significant amounts of tin in its crust, Thegan has a fractional atmosphere with trace amounts of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Strange radiation emissions have been charted coming off of Thegan, but it is unknown if these are from radioactive elements or merely a star's radiation reflected by a high albedo surface. Only known from scan data picked up by space probes, Igella is currently classified as a dwarf planet. A warm, barren rock, its thin atmosphere is composed of carbon dioxide and oxygen. The significant alumina deposits in its crust make its density and gravity very low indeed.
Signal confirmed.
Believed to be a post-garden world, Zenithu has large deposits of calcium carbonate in its sedimentary rock, indicating it may once have had plate tectonics and even plant life. Its swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. And its surface gravity is comfortable and its temperature tolerable by most sapient species. Terminus freighters. Well, that's all that was here. Space probes indicate that Signalis is nowhere near as hospitable as its neighbor Zenithu. Signalis' hydrogen-argon atmosphere is thought to be anathema to life, but the presence of borax on the surface spawned by a boron-heavy core indicates the planet may once have had water. I'll give the other planets here a read. A medium-sized gas giant, Oronmilla, is close enough to its parent star to suffer massive changes in temperature during its day and night periods. This leads to powerful convection currents and storms throughout its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Gathering helium-3 to refuel is possible for the hardiest of exploration craft, but lesser ships are nearly always lost in the attempt. Oronmilla is within the frost line. Blah, 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 blah. They have to tell us that. They have to remind us that. Every single time a gas giant is in the frost line, we have to get the whole spiel on how that is unusual and why they believe that planet shouldn't be there. Always. I'm just gonna start skipping it from now on. Aaron Lee is a garden world in its last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, its animal biodiversity has fallen to record lows, and the most successful remaining life is toxic blue-green algae and insect-like pest species. A large Solarian colony is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet, but setbacks are a fact of life. Mineral and fuel mining remains lucrative, however, and Aaron Lee has a thriving spaceport that refuels many ships passing into the Terminus systems. Aganju is an extremely large rock planet with a thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Abundant in both copper and platinum, the crust has been scanned by mining bots from Erinley, but the specialized equipment to work in Aganju's heavy gravity, more than 5 Gs, has created prohibitive costs, and so Aganju is largely unexploited. And then you got this big one over here. Olokun Sky Harvest is a standard gas giant composed of hydrogen and helium. The spacefarers from Erinley gather helium-3, and from here rather than Oranmila, as its atmosphere is much more predictable. Suppose I could smack the Nubian expanse while I'm in the area, but honestly, I just feel weirdly tired. The heat's getting to me. I've been streaming so frequently because I keep getting brain scrambled by stupid things the past week, and it's just like, ugh, I need distractions, but at the same time, it's hard to focus. Like, I'm having a good time, don't get me wrong. And once I stop, things are probably I'm just gonna get scrambled again. But I also gotta remember that there are other things to do. I gotta try to squeeze out a little bit of work as well. And I don't wanna... I kinda wanna do it quickly, or at the very least, move at a better pace than I usually do. Which is hard to do, again, when the heat is like... I feel like my brain feels like an egg in a frying pan. But played a nice little bit today, which was good. Oh no, and I'm being pinged about that as well. I got other things I need to deal with too, it seems. So, yeah, I am... I had a reasonable amount of time. I had a good time. Just that whole bit with the Illusive Man and fucking Kyle Lang just sort of soured everything. It's just like, why can't I just want to shoot them? Why must I deal with this? So yeah, until next time. Either something happens to improve things and maybe I don't stream as frequently, or maybe I keep streaming as frequently, or maybe I get bogged down with work. I have no idea. Everything is unpredictable. Have a good one, and see you around. Did the microphone stop picking me up? No, it's so far out of the corner of my vision, sometimes I worry it's like I'm having another incident where the microphone got switched off again. Anyway, like I said, until next time, goodbye.